All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Buddy up! The mic. 47's the mic. Here we go!
And a quick throw here that's complete. And now look at him go. The 20, 10, touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. 78 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. First play from scrimmage all the way into the end zone. Look, the pass was good, but that run after the catch, that's what was really impressive.
And I think the big question I have is where were the safeties? Where was the tackling? Because going into this game, they had to know that they were going to be tested. That was a part of the defense that had to stand up. And on that play, not even close.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 19-yard line.
Here we go, set, 90, roll.
Watch the run, watch the run. Check, lucky.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
2nd and 5. And he took that in one-handed. What a grab.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing. But I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. 2nd and 10. His throw incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's 3rd down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
And I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Now this throw caught left side. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 23. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Here we go. 50, plant. Hey, high 7.
check. 93's the mic. 93's the mic. Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 8. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Let's go. 60 or
56.
80 weapons. Be driven.
Back to throw here. Over the middle, it's complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara. His guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Lutz with the extra point. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And we are tied at 7. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Fields. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. He had a little bit of a turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on set.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say,
pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Lightning speed that time from the corner. Marshawn Lattimore getting the sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Taking it about the 36. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
30 base.
2 yards on the pickup.
6-6.
On second down, Kamara. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. So after the run by Kamara, now another first and 10. They'll set up to throw. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. He can run for it, and now a fumble. The ball's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up.
Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. A lot of times we talk about being opportunistic as a defense as a whole. Right now it's becoming just one guy on this defense.
And he is doing such a fantastic job because everyone emphasizes taking the ball.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
At the 35-yard line.
Looking to throw on second down. Fields. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Operating from the gun. Fields going down the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints' 42.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4 down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Looking to throw. Fields. Open man, and that's his tight end, Jake Butt. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
First down, Carolina.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
To throw on second down, Fields. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. As his guys are in for 6, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles, really in the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. You might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they take a 17-14 lead. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now back to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 49. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Fields. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
Mike 52, Mike 52.
You ain't doing nothing today. Mike 52.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. This is McCaffrey. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And now he'll tuck it and run. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And his kick is indeed good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And from this spot in the field to the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will... Set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
They can't hang with us. Check it back.
Again, it's Kamara. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Out of the gun now on third down. And that is incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy.
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is caught. 17 yards on the fake punt, and that's going to be a first down. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to, whatever the method there, it worked for them.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to call that play in that situation.
Element of surprise, I guess, right?
Yeah, element of surprise and just a strong...
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Ready.
This quarterback now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. He's going to air one out. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards. Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Kamara trying again. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Lutz with the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. To throw again. Fields. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his second interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Steps away to his left. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Well, listen, now, no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
2nd and 2. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. McCaffrey. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Stop by Marcus Davenport. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
21. Panthers 20.
Here we go. Here we go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fields forced out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Marcus Davenport make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Looking to throw. Fields.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And his kick here is good. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And I hate to point to that missed field goal from their last drive, but you look at the scoreboard, they would be in the lead if they had that 3.
Well, no doubt those points or those missed points do loom large, but here they're getting a chance for a makeup, aren't they? Almost like my time in school. I was always begging my teachers for a makeup exam. Here's their opportunity now to put those points on the board.
And every point becoming more vital here in the second half. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 10 yards, good for his Saints first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. He got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
the amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. He's going to let this one go deep. And my goodness, another interception. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the gun, Fields. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That one goes for 24 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now a run with McCaffrey. And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Panther first down. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. McCaffrey with a first down and more. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
On 2nd down, Swift, and this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift, and he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point forthcoming. And that makes it a 9-point game.
Makes the score Panthers 30, Saints 21.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out there? Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, New Orleans. Touchdown of the season as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense, almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just one score. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Inside of 2 minutes remaining in a 2-point ball game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Watch out, watch out, watch out.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play. Second down coming up. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Now left side on the swing pass. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, second and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? On the ground, Kamara. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow, wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation. But to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
Set, hut, go to base. Mark 27.
He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Here now is second and 10. Again from the 41. Back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Check, check, 47. I'm going to come back to you.
He'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.